What's happening, guys? Alright, we are at the Loves in Clarksville, Arkansas right now. Today is the 6th of July at looks like a little bit after 11 a.m. 11:06, I believe. I'm going to be running down to Russellville, which is 25 or so miles, 27 miles actually east of here, to make our delivery. We're going to be going to the Conagra Foods plant, but figured, a couple of things I want to do here before I get rolling. Figure this is a good spot to do it first. Alright, so I want to kind of go over the weather that's coming up, but also one of my recent videos I talked about how I got a vet decal put on my truck, or vet decals, I mean, one on each side. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys that while it's daytime conditions. And all that, show you it if you're not already, if you don't follow me on Facebook or friends with me on there and have not seen that post yet. Maybe even if you are friends with me, just haven't seen it. I'll go ahead and post it here for you guys. Alright guys, so here it is right there. Air Force vet. Yeah, they're pretty nice looking actually, I think. There are others. There's other stuff like the Air Force logo, decals that they sell at truck stops. I don't know, just something about them I wasn't liking too much. Too much white background, I guess, and whatnot. Just didn't really appeal to me. I like the logo, but for obvious reasons, I just wasn't sure I wanted that particular design. So, it turned out this one actually there's a lot of white there, but it also kind of stands out a little bit, and it's nice that that JCT recognizes us like that. All right, let me go over the weather. I was getting rained on the way over here. Okay, so it looks like this storm actually turned, and it was heading due east, but it looked like it's turned to the northeast now. So it doesn't look like it's going to be an issue for me anymore. I was expecting it to chase me down. I was wondering why it hasn't shown up yet. I was at the leading edge of it at the 20-mile marker, only about 37 miles west of here. And given the speed that I was going, the speed that I was expecting it to go, I was wondering why it hadn't caught up to me yet. It should have been here, but now I know why. It's kind of losing its energy there and turned into the northeast instead. Alright, so we're good there. I'll go ahead and set up my route there. So you can get the map view of where we're going. Alright, so let's get going now. Figure out which way we want to go. Okay, there's an exit right over here to the right. I'm a little reluctant to use that particular driveway though, because it's a better chance trucks will be inbound through that same driveway, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. What are these guys doing here? Now, the white guy looked like he was getting ready to start walking across my path, but it looks like we're good here. Alright. Yeah, see what I mean? So there's another driveway over here, and I have done a couple of recent videos from this same Loves, if I'm not mistaken. We're just doing something a little bit different. No, actually, you know what? I think one of those recent videos where I started from here, I think I did go to Russellville also, or did I? I don't know. I honestly don't remember. But this is the same Loves that I talked about in that Costco Tracy delivery video. That one was, what did I call that one? I'm brain farting on what I called it now. That dog looked like he's going ape shit there, barking at whatever. No, nothing. Barking at, yeah, maybe he's excited about making that turn. I don't know. going to make a left turn out of here, and then we'll cross over to the other side of the 40. Get on the eastbound side. And we'll be on I-40 until we get to exit 84. We're currently at exit 57. So it's a 27-mile trip along 40 where we'll be exiting in Russellville. I don't expect to have you guys with chat, you know, dabbing whatever all the way there. Just want to make sure I have time to cover what I need to cover, and then whatever I have excess time with, I can always high speed it. No, we're not going to play this game. I'm not going to have constantly someone new coming and being a problem, so I'm not going to sit there all day long. We're good. Alright, we've got 2 trucks over here. Yeah, we're good. Got my thank you wave there. Okay, so we're going to be delivering to the Conagra Foods facility in Russellville on Main Street. If you guys are familiar with Russellville at all, there's a Pilot and a Flying J truck stop over there off exit 84. Actually, the Pilot, it's actually both of them, but especially the Pilot is actually walking distance to the customer. You just go straight down that same street that Pilot's on, and right at the end of the street there is the Conagra facility. You got to make a left turn onto Highway 64. I think it's 64, US 64. And then a right turn right after that to get to the truck entrance. But it's, you know, the end of the street that Pilot's on, though, it ends up going right. Basically runs you straight into Conagra's facility. So I kind of give you an idea where we're heading to. Now, I've been there, I think, once or twice before, but I think the last couple times I was there, those 2 times that I've been there, I want to say they were pickups. I don't know, I could be wrong. One of them might have been a delivery, but generally when I'm at a Conagra facility, I tend to be there to pick up a load or something. A lot of the Conagra loads we haul at JCT, you know, and they could come from this facility we're going to now, or we got one in Council Bluffs, Iowa that I've been to. A couple other places I'm drawing a blank on. Well, all of those facilities, generally all the loads go to Americold in Victorville. You know, right there by my house. The one that, you know, that same Americold that I can walk to my house from. So, yeah, I tend to love doing Conagra loads just for that reason, especially. But this particular case, though, we're going to be delivering the load. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I picked up this load as a drop at the U.S. Cold Storage Facility in Turlock, California. The other driver who dropped it there picked it up at Christopher Ranch in Gilroy, California. It's a load of garlic. What else are you going to pick up in Gilroy? Gilroy's the garlic capital of the world, or at least of the U.S. or whatever. I don't know, it might be the world. But yeah, they do a ton of garlic there, and oh man, this load smells freaking good. That's no joking either. I know people, you know, everyone has a certain way they feel about garlic. Some people can't stand the smell of it or whatever, and others freaking love it. I'm the latter. I freaking love the smell of garlic. And you can never have too much garlic in your food, it seems sometimes. It's, oh man, I just love it. So, I've been like a pig in shit with this load here. You know, again, every time I even just open my door to get fuel or whatever, not even out of the truck yet, I'll smell the odor of the garlic coming into the truck. Or it's even better when I go back there, because this is one of the JCT trailers, the JCT spec trailers that has a vent door on the back of it, or inspection door, whichever you want to call it. And, you know, and I go to do my twice daily reefer status checks. You know, I also open it regularly when I'm stopped to make sure the load hasn't shifted as well. Hence the reason why I call it an inspection door. But yeah, every time I open it, I get that like really nice odor of garlic coming out or coming blasting me. I'm like, oh, I could just sit there and smell it for a few minutes before I even close the door back up. It's so great. Alright, so that in mind, you know, I have plenty of topics I can talk about, but I do want to try to keep this somewhat relatively short, I guess. And I don't know, I might have other, yeah, I have some more JCT oriented stuff that I want to talk about, but maybe not necessarily this video. So I'm going to talk about kind of a follow-up to something I posted, I don't know, a few months ago or something. Those of you guys who watch me regularly might have seen how I talked about getting blocked on Facebook by my all-time favorite trainee when I was a trainer at Sea England, and he was also the guy who filmed my #1 video on my channel, here on my YouTube channel. So it turned out I was wrong about that. I thought he had blocked me, and I talked about it in one of those videos, you know, a couple months back, whatever it was. If I had to, you know, I want to say, it might have been the one where I was picking up a load in Champaign, Illinois, or delivering, or whatever it was doing over there. That could have been the video, or somewhere in around that time frame when I was there. But yeah, so backstory, if you didn't see that video or know that the story on that one was, he had posted a picture of himself on Facebook, you know, all spiffed up, you know, like he's trying to impress the ladies. So yeah, as a joke, I called him stud. Now, in the white male community, that's actually not an uncommon thing for even a straight white guy to say. Yeah, I'm straight as an arrow. I got, you know, I have some other, actually speaking of, I can give you a couple of other examples of where white men call other people studs, but they're totally straight. But anyway, we'll get to that in a second there. Well, anyway, after I called him that, next thing he replied by calling me Dahmer. I'm like, what the, like, I wasn't sure how to take that, especially because you know, he typed it out in a kind of a deadpan way, so I wasn't sure if he was like totally serious, like getting homophobic on me, or if he was just being a smart ass, you know, with humor. So mind you, in every way, this guy was my favorite. The favorite trainee I ever had. Great attitude, very smart guy, astute, whatever. Very first day on the truck, he demonstrated, he clearly knew how to make turns and actually stare at his tandems when he would make the turns and all that. It was just a matter of really teaching them backing and teaching them some other odds and ends and stuff that he didn't already know. Otherwise, he made my life really easy. And on top of that, freaking great attitude. Man, I always like a smile on his face and all that. I can't say enough good about this guy. I don't have any attraction to guys though. Sorry guys. So I can't do this kind of like, you know, yeah, I want to sex you. No, I'm not into that. Just not my cup of tea. But I thought maybe he might have had a homophobic moment. I don't know what his background is with gay people. gay, lesbian, whatever. So I didn't know how to take that. And then shortly after that, his account became unavailable to me, which usually is an indication that they blocked me. So I interpreted that to mean that he blocked me on Facebook for that. But I ended up finding out, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, I get a friend request from someone with the same name. His name's George Harris, by the way. Yeah, okay, George is from the south side Chicago area growing up. He actually lives in Hammond, Indiana. Or at least he was living in Hammond when I trained him. That was about 6 years ago, though. I don't know if he's still living in Hammond. I forget. He's still in the Chicago region, though. Yeah, I can't say enough good about the guy, so leave it at that. Anyway, though, I get a friend request from a profile on Facebook purported to be his. Yeah, I had a default profile picture on it, so, and, you know, I get so many imposter accounts sending me friend requests that are, you know, and they're easy to spot because if someone is friends with you already and you get a friend request on Facebook from somebody who has the same name and probably even the same profile picture usually, 9 times out of 10 it's an imposter pretending to be that person, because the other person normally already has a Facebook account that they're still able to use, and you know, they just have public profile pictures and maybe publicly available friends lists and stuff that enable imposters to pretend to be them with their own accounts, and even send friend requests to all their friends right through their own through the real person's friends list. So I wasn't sure if this was just another imposter account or if it was a new account. It showed that it was a new account, so I just figured it was a new imposter account. But he had blocked me, so if he had blocked me, then I would not have shown up in his friends list had that been the case, and the imposter would not have sent me a friend request. So now I'm like scratching my head, like, what? Is this the real George then? So I sent a message back to after I got the request. That I sent him a PM. Hey, prove to me that you're who you say you are by telling me how we know each other. You know, because I was expecting like some generic bullshit answer if it was an imposter. But then he goes, "Oh, you were my trainer at Cedar, England. You don't remember me?" I'm like. So, like, I said like a love icon, whatever, heart icon, and told him, oh, no, actually, no, and I explained to him that I was just double checking that he wasn't an imposter account, because I get that way too many times, and didn't want to accept a friend request from somebody I had reason to believe could be an imposter, or I'm especially certain is one or something. But, yeah, as soon as he told me that I was his trainer at Cedar, England, that's not information that an imposter would have any first clue about. So, damn, this guy is still freaking. So, I passed this guy earlier when I was still actually back to, I don't remember if I was in Oklahoma or Arkansas, but I remember passing this pickup here with this horse trailer, you know, limping it on the shoulder, and here he is limping it again. Oh, now he stopped. Okay. Not sure what's going on there. In fact, he's got I think he had one horse on the left side of that thing, from what I can tell. Alright, so, yeah, I was actually relieved to see that he hadn't blocked me. Apparently, he just had some kind of an account problem. I don't know if his account got hijacked by somebody and or something, or maybe Facebook took his account down. It even makes me wonder if him calling me Dahmer might have had something to do with it. But, like, well, if that had something to do with it, it sure as hell wasn't me reporting it, because I never said anything. When he sent that, I sent a laugh emoji to it, because I know him, and I just thought he was just joking around like I was. But, you know, when his account became unavailable, that's when I, like, thought he maybe he wasn't. Yeah, maybe he wasn't joking around. But now I know. Yeah, it was just him being him, joking around, and so there's these questions now. Like, I guess, some people get a little bit busy and stuff. But yeah, I'll just say it's a relief to know that he didn't block me. Because I do like to keep up a little bit with what he's up to. See how he's doing and stuff. I'm hardly ever in his area, his neck of the woods, because JCT just doesn't do a heck of a lot in the Chicagoland region. I recall he was driving for Werner in that Dollar General fleet or whatever it was, running regional stuff over there. But I don't know if that's what he's still doing, but I know he's still up in that neck of the woods. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and run high speed the last 10 miles here and resume this when we're about to get off the freeway. Guys, we are 3/4 of a mile away from our exit. It is exit 84, US 64, or also, I forgot the other US highway here that's off this exit. That's where we'll be exiting at. The pilot truck stop will be right there in front of us when we get off the freeway, and across the freeway will be the Flying J. We're going to make a right turn off there. Alright, we're going back to the whole straight white men and stud thing here. It's more of a term of endearment. It doesn't mean that we want to sex you up or anything. It just means that you're doing something to impress, or you're trying to do something to or whatever. Or either you look in your appearance, or look in what you did, or what you do, whatever, in a way that impresses. So like, hey, you impress me, you definitely impress whoever, whatever group of people you are romantically and sexually interested in. So give you a couple examples where not just me have used that, though. Actually, earlier this a few months back, I decided to watch that sequel to the Adam Sandler movie, Murder Mystery 2. I think it was Murder Mystery 2. I saw the first one, with him and Jennifer Aniston, and I believe it was Murder Mystery 2. There's a scene in there where Adam's character calls somebody else, some other guy in the movie, a stud. So I'm like, see, I told you, I'm not the only one who says this, and it's not like gay innuendo or anything. Even if you are homophobic, I'm not. One of my best friends is a gay man, but beside the point there. It's an example. I know it's a character, not a real person, but who do you think wrote that line in there? Probably Adam Sandler himself probably wrote that line. I know it's one of his movies, so he probably wrote that dialogue. And, so it was his thoughts that came out, and it got portrayed by a character. And there was another case. I was listening to a Dodger game. Yeah, I never do that, do I? So I was listening to a Dodger game earlier this season, and at the end of the game, Dodgers catcher Will Smith was being interviewed by Dodgers field reporter David Vassay at the end of after the game, and he was talking about, I don't remember if it was it was against the Padres or some other team, but there was some player that, you know, they were talking about. There's that van coming here, so let me, yeah, we're good. We're fine. Yeah, my tandems are flying there. I'm watching them on the hood mirror. Okay, well, anyway, Will Smith is referring to somebody else. I can't remember if it was a Dodgers teammate or someone on the opposing team, but he called the guy a stud or whoever. Okay, yeah, truck entrance C up further down here where you see these. Oh, that's a Miracle. We're going to make the right turn right here. Those guys are coming out of a Miracle down the street there. That a Miracle does handle Conagra stuff though, but yeah, we're going to come in here and check in at the guard shack right here. Remain in vehicle until cleared by security. Okay. Hello.
See your driver's license, please. Try the access to the back.
Alright guys, we're going to slide our tandems all the way back now. Yeah, I think I'm bound up on the pin there. No. Just pull a little further. There we go. Alright guys, we're all set here. Alright, so we're going to check in at the receiving office right here by this JB Hunt trailer that's right in front of us. Basically, we're going to stop over here by where Schneider's at and get checked in. That guy there, I don't know, I get vibes like he's not the most friendly guy in the world. That, or he's just, I don't know, maybe he's having a hard time because he's kind of gimpy with the way he's walking, so I'd imagine that probably wouldn't be in the greatest mood either if I was feeling the way he seems to be feeling. Alright, looks like we're good here. How come this guy didn't slide his tandems back? Interesting. Alright, I'm going to get checked in here and we'll figure out what we're doing next. Alright guys, we are going to be docking into door 29 now. It's right in front of us. A few doors over from this JB Hunt trailer. I guess there was another driver already in the door, but it looks like they've already vacated. The door's vacant now. Alright, so I was told dock in with your doors shut, drop your trailer, and go park over in the Bobtail area. No, I think they'll come get me, whatever, when it's time. I don't remember giving them a phone number though, so I'm not really sure how they're gonna know when I'm done, or how to get. I don't know. All right, look like we're a little bit off to the left, over to the right there. All right, so we'll get over this way a little bit. Square it up with that line. Yeah, look like. Man, this is the fun about backing with tandems all the way back is that thing just doesn't want to move sometimes. Like whatever angle you're at, it feels like you have to be at that angle forever before it actually, I'll be alright. I don't know, it's, for some reason I'm not really convinced that I'm in here right, but it should be alright. Now I'm going to slide over to the right just a little bit. I don't know, no, that top plate's not that clear. I don't think it will, but I can't really tell. I'm trying to make sure the dock plate will clear both sides of the trailer. This looks like I'm better than now. I'd rather make sure it's done right the first time than, I look like I'm still in that same ballpark there, but the bumper plate, it looks like I'm in the right spot though. Alright, I'm going to get disconnected and we'll go Bobtail to out of the way spot. Alright, so I hope I am disconnected from my trailer, but there was some kind of whistling sound over here. I couldn't tell. Yeah, we're good. Let's wait on it to drop a little bit. I don't know if I want to be parked over here. I can give it a, yeah, I can go ahead and stop and park over there, but in the past I had to go over to the other side. Yeah, but there aren't any really good spots per se. So how about I go right in front of this light pole where it's a more pain in the ass to put a trailer in front of anyway. And there's, you know, several open spots over here, so I think this should be a good out of the way place. I'm not completely clear on whether I was just supposed to pull forward or if I was supposed to completely disconnect and bobtail out of the area like I am now. So there's that. Either way, I'm within eye shot of my trailer, so push comes to shove. You know, the spotter can just tell me to move somewhere he'd rather me be. I seriously doubt he's going to want to put a trailer in right here with that thing right there, light pole right there. This would be a motherfucker to put a trailer in this spot anyway. Alright, you know, and if someone, however they get a hold of me, I don't know. Maybe the shack driver will let me know when my load's done or something. I don't know. I might have to go in there and get clarification from her on checkout process. So, might find that out real quick, and alright, we'll have some more for you on the way out of here. Alright guys, we are already unloaded. Holy shit, that was fast. Man, I'm not kidding. 17 minutes is all I was off duty for. And the shack driver was already coming up, knocking on my door, and they gave me a thumb up like I'm all done. I had a feeling that was going to be the case, that it was going to be pretty fast, because right after I got through talking in that last segment, I walked over here to get clarity from the lady in the receiving office on if I park where I was at, just pull forward or what. And then also where the restrooms for drivers are at. So I'll talk about that in a second here. And the light was already red when I when I was walking over to the office earlier, and that was very quickly, so yeah. So I've only ever had I think one other time where I had a load dock time that short. It was a 18-minute long dock time on a pickup of I can't remember what kind of fruit it was, produce in it was in Central California. I'd have to look it up on a map to try and remember what the exact town was, but somewhere in that general between Visalia and Fresno neck of the woods, I would say. Dinuba could have been, I don't know, somewhere in that general ballpark. But I'm gonna get hooked up. We'll get out of here. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here, but there's a trash truck getting ready to pass by. Once he gets by, we'll roll out of here. Okay, I do still have to slide my tandems back to where I want them. I'm gonna wait till I'm off the property to do that, though. Yeah, I must say I'm totally impressed by how quick the visit was here. Let's see. I think I have the right angle here. I'll give it a try. My tandem's all the way back. I don't know if I'm going to clear, but I'm going to try. No, it looks like we might be all right there. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so man, I can't say enough how impressed I am with how this visit went. I mean, now don't take it like the comment I said earlier about the guard earlier. I'm not saying that he's an asshole or anything. I'm just saying his demeanor comes across like he could be one. Or, you know, maybe he's just in a bad mood because of the way he's feeling. I don't know. I didn't have any problems with him otherwise. Empty. Okay, you want me to open the door for you when I get up, or? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm used to it being my job to do it anyway, so no problem. Okay, so yeah, we'll get pulled forward here. I'm gonna get the doors open. Alright guys, I'm gonna pull forward here. I'm still gonna send my empty call. Still need to slide my tandems where I want them, or just somewhere random. I don't really care, just don't want them all the way back. So I'm gonna get out of the way here. That way, if anyone else comes up, they can do what they gotta do. Alright, we'll get tandem slid and we'll get out of here. That should be good enough. I really don't care if it's in the California hole or not. I just want it not all the way back. Alright. Okay, so before I end this one, I'm going to go ahead and take you to where I get this trailer washed out here. JCT does have a washout account. Actually, with the truck wash, it's right across or right behind the Flying J, right on the other side of I-40 from here. So I'll show you that. And those guys actually do trailer washouts 24/7. I mean, I've actually gone over there in the middle of the night, and like, man, it's kind of creepy though, because I feel like an asshole doing it. Yeah, because there are a couple of Indian guys Punjabi guys, who sleep on the couches in there in the lobby area, and You know, if there's nothing going on, they're sleeping, but if someone comes in for a washout, they'll get up and actually wash you out and have no problem with it. But at the same time, I feel like I'm an asshole coming in there at that time to do it. But sometimes you just have to. Alright, we're making a left turn out of here as soon as it is clear. Just that hood mirror again. I don't know why, but my right hood mirror has a habit of walking its way down where it starts pointing more toward the ground a little bit. I can see a lot there, but I can't see as much as I want to be able to see. In fact, if I'm coming up on an on-ramp, you know, that comes down to the level of the interstate, I like to be able to look in that hood mirror to see if there's any traffic on the on-ramp, but I can't, you know, with it in the position it's in, that's a lot harder to do. I can't tell who has the green. All right, these guys, I think, have it. Do you want to go or not? So I know damn well you have a green because the traffic right next to you just went. Alright, so that was literally the fastest dock time I've ever spent for an entire full truckload. 17 minutes off duty, beats the previous record by a minute. There are different factors there that can play a role in that. One, there's more than one forklift operator working my trailer. Two, there are multiple forklift operators ready to go as soon as I'm even docked in there. Three, it's all one line item. You know, if there are a bunch of different line items, then you have to kind of separate everything and sort them all out and all that kind of stuff and inventory everything. That slows things down. Or if I show up at a time when maybe the person assigned to my load to unload my trailer is on let's say a 15-minute or 15-minute break or a lunch break or something, that can slow the process down quite a bit too. So I can't really say enough how impressed I was with how this visit went. Alright, so receiving office, a person I dealt with was a woman, sandy brown hair, I guess I would say, a very raspy, hoarse type of voice. I don't know if she's a heavy smoker or maybe she had surgery, because actually she sounds very similar to what I sounded like when I lost my thyroid to cancer. I don't sound that way now, but for when I was recovering, you know, when I was still inflamed and all that, yeah, absolutely. It sounded just like that. And I don't smoke at all. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so this truck, it's right over here, this blue building over here is where I'm going to, but I'll make a right turn right here and then another right, and they have a dedicated washout lane over here as well. I've already filled my reefer unit up. That is the entire reason why I stopped at the Loves in Clarksville earlier. I had no other, if I wasn't going to try to fill my reefer unit up, I probably would have just stopped at the rest area over there in that neck of the woods and not thought anything of it. But I wanted to be set up as quickly as I can, as well as I can for my next reload. We'll talk about that as well in a minute. And I'm already on. Let's see. I didn't quite catch which lane he wanted me in. That side or that's okay. Yeah, I saw him pointing, but this box thing here, this Detroit Assurance box, blocked my view of where he was pointing at, so I couldn't tell which bay to. I figured he wanted this bay here, but I couldn't quite tell. We're going to end up going all the way in, the tractor all the way back out of the building before we stop. Go very slowly out of here just in case someone's walking across. Alright, yeah, we're good. Alright guys, so we got now again we have an account with these guys, so all I have to do is give them my trailer number and trip number and all that kind of stuff, and we'll go find a place to park and we'll talk some more about what's going on next. Alright guys, we're done washing out here. Alright, so when you get washed out here, just be forewarned, there's a German Shepherd that belongs to these guys. It might startle you, especially if you're not a fan of larger dogs. He was docile though, didn't have any problem with it at all, but I know some people get nervous around that, so that might be a little disclaimer you might want to know about if that is a concern to you, or problem for you. Okay, I was thinking about doing my break, because what I'm going to end up having to do a 34-hour reset. I was expecting to do it over there, but I was like, as quickly as this went, and shit. Wait, alright. Well, I could have waited, but shut up. I hate that thing. Let's get that stupid sidecar turned off so I don't have to listen to it. Okay, I tend to like perimeter spots. I don't tend to like those back-to-back type of spots. So I'm going to come over here. Give myself a real easy straight back type of setup. Next, and maybe that's why this drop trailer. It looks like it used to. Yeah, that used to be a JCT trailer. I can see where the logo used to be right there on the front half, right just forward of the landing gear. Now, so yeah, we get parked over here next to it. I tend to like parking next to drop trailers because there's nobody to bother, and then especially when I'm on the right side of it, I don't ever have to worry about. Now, unless somebody hooks to it and takes off with it, don't have to worry about someone backing into the backing next to me on the blind side, with me on their blind side. So it means get out of my truck. Get out. Alright, looking good here. We should be able to intercept the trailer just when I want to. Yeah, this looks really good. Yeah, perfect. Alright guys, so just kind of fill you in here. I'm going to be doing a 34-hour reset. I ended up, when I got parked in Vega, Texas yesterday morning, I found out, well, first let me backtrack a little bit. So my tablet, my GeoTab here, when I got it, my HOS clock on it was set with the assumption that I had done a 34-hour reset and had a fresh 70-hour clock to work with. That was not the case though. In fact, when I got the GeoTab, one of our logs guy gave me a copy of my a paper copy of my 8-day logs from when I was still on the Qualcomm unit, OmniTrax, if you will. So as far as DOT is concerned, legally what I did in the last 8 days, even what's on paper, counts. So I couldn't go by what's on here on my GeoTab, and it doesn't sync up with what AS400, which is the system that trucking companies like JCT use to manage their fleets. AS400 was showing me yesterday as having 36 minutes left on my 70-hour clock when I shut down in Vega. And then I actually had to get with my DM to double check what hours I'm getting on what nights after that. So, and it turns out I got I think about 10.5 hours back on my recap last night. But I just drove 556, just about 560 miles from Vega to here to make the delivery. So probably burned about 9 of those hours out of 11. So really only have about 2 hours left to work with for the day. I only get 3.5 or so hours back in recaps tomorrow, and 6 hours and something the following night. That's nothing to work with. I have just enough over the next 2 nights of recaps, along with what I have now, to run 1 full shift. So I'm going to be doing a 34-hour reset. It's not a really bad problem to have, by the way. Alright, so and that'll actually be a really good thing here, because once I get the 34 in, then my GeoTab will also reset to 70 hours, and then I really can go by what my GeoTab says. But as it is right now, like I come on here, and it says I have 4 hours and 57 minutes left on my cycle. So I might have actually used closer to 10 hours total on that today, because I thought I was at 1442 when I shut down in Vega as far as this thing was concerned. So yeah, it looks like I was just shy of 10 hours of total on duty time. So probably even less than 2 hours to go on my real clock. So that'll be a nice, definitely a nice thing to know. Had I known about this issue here, probably would have been better off doing a 34 before swapping out from the Qualcomm to the GeoTab, because then there wouldn't have been all this confusion. I was having to use my spreadsheet to manage my hours otherwise, or ask my DM, hey, what do I have to work with? And I don't want to keep bugging her about that kind of stuff. That's my job to worry about that kind of stuff. And once I got the numbers I had to work with from her, this was before I knew I was going to do a 34. I ended up, I put all my recaps on my spreadsheet, so I know this is what I'm burning, this is what I have. Every day it's something slides up, but now as luck would have it, only 1 more shift and I'm doing a 34 anyway. So thank God. All right. I think that pretty much sums up everything. I don't know what I'm going to do next. We do Tyson pickups right here in Russellville. Basically, go straight down the street on Highway 64, going eastbound. Couple of miles, I don't know, maybe a couple miles past where the Conagra facility is, if even 2 miles. I don't even know if it's that far. On the right side, there's a Tyson facility there that I've been known to pick up at. It's been a long time since I've been there, though. I've also a lot of times been known to head up to Rogers, Arkansas for Tyson load over there. We have some other stuff. We might be Waldron, Arkansas. There's a Tyson facility there that we do pickups from. Now, if I do Waldron, I don't know why, but someone at Waldron, or someone in management at Waldron, doesn't want me posting videos of their facility on my YouTube. So if my next pickup is in Waldron, you will not see a vlog of that. Or I could do something like maybe on my way to there, but would have to cut out everything else or something. I don't know. I'd have to figure out what I want to do about that. But yeah, they made it pretty clear by asking JCT if I could take down my other video. I actually had 2 videos, but they only saw 1, and asked our fleet manager if he could talk me into taking it down, even though there was nothing bad about them said in either one of those videos, actually. So I don't know, but as especially with Tyson being JCT's #1 customer, and I want to respect that business relationship that JCT and Tyson has with each other. I don't want to ruffle feathers there and create a problem for them, for their customers. So decided to, those videos are still available, but they're unlisted. So I only send out the link to people if they maybe they want some intel on the place, and I can just PM it to them, or text or PM it to them. So that's another one. Or what's that place over in Danville, Arkansas? It's on the way to Waldron. Right, you just go right through here in Russellville, not even on the freeway, and take some highways down, and you end up in Danville. It's about halfway between here and Waldron. That would be another spot where I've picked up from before. I don't remember what the place is. I think a chicken facility, but not Tyson. It was, I know that Brain Farm. I know that, I think it's not Sanderson Farms, but some other type of farm, whatever, that, I think I did the same company in Pendergrass, Georgia once, but I don't know if it's the same company or a different one. So, yeah, it's, really doesn't matter anyway. Alright, I'm going to quit dragging this on, though, for you. Like I said, I'll have something new for you guys, I hope. Barring it being a Waldron pickup. Like I say, even if it's Waldron, maybe I'll try to do something that doesn't involve showing what goes on inside their facility, or what it's like inside there. I could show the route over there or something, who knows. But, alright, that's what you can expect next. So I won't be available till tomorrow night. Late tomorrow night, early morning on the 8th. So, alright, y'all have a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.